we have a really good attorney, but we're really short on funds. Funding is a really problem here because it's like the other day they overlapped our land because we're not our territories here were not recognized, so they allowed the Kanaha to overlap our land. And when they overlapped our land and their land claim, they say they have rights to give away our rights. And we say no, because we have defeated them in war before. It's in history. In history, you can look at the history books, the iconography of this land and everything, and you'll find that the Arrow Lake Indians defeated the Kanaha in war. So anybody that was defeated in war has no claim on the winner's land, ever. And yet the government allows them to do that, knowing that we defeated them in war. And knowing that we're here. We have a legal nexus with these guys for 25 years. We've been deemed extinct for, 56 years or 57 or 58 years or something. And half of that we've been fighting that extinction. So they definitely know we're here. They definitely know we're not extinct. But through their processes, they're trying to steal this whole Columbia watershed because it belonged to the Snipes. That's why they deemed us the only tribe extinct, knowing we're still alive. So they don't have to ask, but now that game's over. Because everybody knows we're alive, and everybody knows us being alive, and we can prove that we've been here for 12,500 years because we have all the archaeological people backing us up on it. It's the Snipes that was the mother tribe. We were here 1,500 years before they had it, before there was an Okanagan. They proved that. Kanaha came across the plains. They got over there. Blackfoot kicked them out, beat them up, and then they got on the grease trails. A long time ago, we had grease trails here. I always referred to BW, before Whitey. Before the influence of the white man, they had trails that goes from here clear into the plains area. Because these coast Indians here in the older days, before a long time ago, there was a lot more rain, there was a lot more of everything. And so these grease trails, we had this ooligan oil, they call it ooligan oil. And it's high in the amino acids and everything that the body needs. Plus, it has iodine. Iodine is very important to the type O man. The blood type O is a pure-blooded man, which all us natives are. That inland natives are all blood type O. We have to have that iodine or we get goiters and we start getting lumps and stuff in our systems. You must have it if you're type O. And the natives knew that. And these people on the coast, they had to have vitamin C because they were lacking from the sun and everything. So we had a trade route. The trade route's clear into the prairies all the way through here. That's been going on for over 10,000 years. Now, when you have a trade route going like that, there had to be laws. We had laws when we came here. We always had laws before the white man came here, and we adhered to them. And one of them was the grease trails. The grease trails were so important to the people's health that nobody's personal endeavors could interfere. So if I killed your mother and you were chasing me to get retaliation and I made it to the grease trail, you could not touch me. If you did, you'd be killed immediately because you violated a law. You try to think that your little personal endeavor was more important than the masses' health. That's why you'd be exterminated. Anybody that does not have that much respect for 10,000 year law doesn't deserve to be here. That's what they said. So these here guys knew that when they came over. The Kanaha got driven out over here. The Blackfoot beat them up, and then they finally made it over here, and they got on the grease trails. Now the grease trails run from over there up in the Flathead country. So from there all the way through there, down there, that's when they started going. Then from the north and south over here, Creston, where they're at now, that land BW was all swamp. Swamp land on that other side. All swamp. Yeah. And so us Scalloch, we went over there, us Scalloch, that's what we call ourselves, and everybody knows us as Scalloch. We go, only time we go over there in the marshlands was to get eggs in the spring, you know, and they get the waterfall. They'd eat a lot of the waterfall, and because it was miles and miles of marshland. That's what we went out for our tulies and all that things that we used for our matting and stuff like that. That was we harvest that on the other side. And the Kanaha was behind the marshlands. And we wouldn't go through the marshes and go beyond that, for we didn't have no reason to do that, you know. So then they came in and that on that grease trail, and the grease trail north and south, so they camped all on the grease trails forever. It never went away. And then the white man came, and because they came just with the white man, they had already, that people had already suffered all through the diseases. See? But us pure bloods here, when they came and arrived with them, and everybody got sick. All the people died. There was, you go over there in Lasky Creek, the whole village died. You'll see graves upon graves, then trenches. 2 long, big long trenches where they could no longer bury them the way they used to. They all died, so they buried them in trenches. Whole entire villages had got wiped out at that time. And the main survivors of that was the Kanaha, because they had already built up